Welcome to Road Bear RV, where the open road meets comfort, freedom, and a little adventure in every mile. Every set of keys we hand off opens the door to something unforgettable, whether it's your first trip or your 50th. We've spent over 50 years helping travelers hit the road with confidence, and now we're here to walk you through the essentials so you can make the most of every stop, every turn, and every moment in between. This is your main entry door, your launch point for adventure and your first line of security. Whether you're parked for the night or rolling down the highway, always lock the deadbolt. It keeps the door secure on bumpy roads and helps prevent it from swinging open unexpectedly. To lock or unlock from the outside, use the purple key. Slide it into the deadbolt and turn gently. If there's resistance, don't force it. A light push on the door as you turn the key usually does the trick. Inside, you'll see the deadbolt latch just above the handle. Slide it all the way across until it clicks into place. Here's a quick tip. Don't rely on the handle lock alone. It's easy to accidentally lock yourself out if your keys are still inside. The deadbolt's the safest way to go. Simple, secure, and solid. Let's talk about your exterior power outlets. These are standard 120-volt outlets, perfect for plugging in small appliances or charging devices while you're enjoying the outdoors. Just keep in mind, these outlets only work when your RV is connected to shore power or when the generator is running. If you're not hooked up or the generator is off, they won't have power. And as always, avoid using them in wet conditions and unplug anything when not in use to keep things safe. Let's take a look at your exterior storage compartments, perfect for storing all of your camping gear and luggage. You'll use the silver key to open and lock them, and the good news is it's the same key for all the compartments, so no need to juggle different ones. To unlock or lock, insert the key and gently press the door in with your other hand. That slight pressure relieves tension and helps prevent the key from bending or breaking. Never force it. If it feels tight, just give the door a little push. Turn left to open, right to lock, and you're good to go. Right here is your furnace vent. This is where propane powers the heating system inside your RV. Behind this cover is a live gas flame, and when the furnace is running, this area gets extremely hot. Always use caution around it and make sure kids and pets stay clear. It's low on the side of the RV, easy to overlook, but important to treat with care whenever the heat is on. At the back of the RV, you'll find the rear storage area, accessible through all 3 compartment doors. Inside, you'll see everything you need to keep your trip running smoothly. That includes your camping table, power cord, 30 to 15 amp electrical adapter, water hose, water pressure regulator, coax cable, broom, dustpan and brush, 2 cleaning rags, leveling ramps, and your spare wheel. Smaller items are usually rolled up with the hose or cord, so take a quick look to verify it all. When you shift into reverse, the screen in the cab automatically switches to your rear-view camera, giving you a live feed of what's behind the RV. It's especially helpful when backing into campsites or maneuvering in tight spaces. Just keep in mind, like any camera, it doesn't cover everything. Blind spots still exist. For the safest move, always have someone step outside to guide you with hand signals. A second set of eyes goes a long way. When driving an RV, remember, there's extra length behind the rear axle called the overhang. As you turn, that back end swings out in the opposite direction. So when turning right, keep an eye on your left mirror. When turning left, watch the right. Take your turns slow and wide, and always check your mirrors to make sure you're clearing curbs, signs, and posts. That little extra attention makes a big difference in keeping your RV and everything around it safe. Let's walk through how to fill your freshwater tank and connect to city water at a campground. First, grab the freshwater hose and connect it to the campsite water spigot. Then place the other end into the gravity fill port on the side of your RV. Turn on the tap and watch closely. When the tank is full, you'll see water come from the overflow, sometimes underneath the RV. That's your cue to turn off the water and remove the hose. Next to the gravity fill, you'll see the city water connection. This gives you pressurized water directly from the campground. No need to use your RV's water pump. Just be sure to attach the included pressure regulator before hooking up to protect your system from high water pressure. The third port here is the tank flush. Do not use this. It's easy to overfill the black tank and flood the inside of the RV if it's not monitored correctly. Now let's go over how to dump your tanks. The sewer hose is stored in the front side compartment. Start by opening the small side door to access the sewer outlet. To hook up, attach the hose firmly to the sewer outlet. Remove the caps and attach the elbow if it's not already connected. Then place the other end into the campsite sewer connection. When you're ready to dump, follow this order. Pull the black tank lever first. This empties the toilet waste. Then pull the gray tank lever. This flushes out water from the sinks and shower and helps rinse the hose. When that finishes draining, you can close both levers by pushing them. You can then disconnect the hose, cap the outlet securely, and stow the hose back in the front compartment. A simple tip: save a few plastic shopping bags to use as makeshift gloves when handling the hose. Just toss them when you're done. It's normal if your tank sensors don't read fully empty. Buildup on the inside can affect the readings over time. Here's your fuel filler. Before you start filling up, turn off the house battery switch and the generator, as well as the propane valve. A key safety step to avoid any electrical sparks near fuel vapors. This RV runs on gasoline only. Never use diesel. Use a minimum of 87 octane unleaded fuel. After filling, be sure to twist the gas cap a few full turns until it's tight. That helps ensure a proper seal and keeps the system running smoothly. This is your 30 amp shore power connection, the power source for all your major systems, from the roof AC to the microwave and wall outlets, whenever you're plugged in at a campsite. To hook up, grab the heavy-duty cord from storage, plug it into the socket on the side of your RV, and twist it clockwise to lock it in. Make sure the breaker is switched off. Then connect the other end to the campsite's 30 amp outlet. If you're plugging in somewhere with a standard outlet, like at home, use the 30 to 15 amp adapter provided. Just remember, 15 amp power won't run heavy systems like the AC, but it's perfect for keeping your batteries charged. Before plugging in or disconnecting, always make sure the power is off at the source. Then reverse the steps when it's time to hit the road. Some campgrounds offer cable TV hookups. If they do, just use the coax cable provided to connect right here on the side of the RV. You'll also have a rooftop antenna that picks up local channels. Since what's available changes from place to place, you'll want to rescan or retune your TV each time you settle into a new spot. It's a quick step, and it ensures you've got access to the local lineup, whether you're catching the news, a ball game, or just winding down after a long day on the road. This is your water heater. It uses propane and a live flame behind the cover to heat water for your sinks and showers. When it's running, the vent area gets extremely hot. Always use caution around it and make sure kids and pets stay clear. Your propane tank powers essential systems like the furnace, stove, and water heater, and the valve can stay open while you're on the road to keep everything running smoothly. That said, always close the propane valve when refueling at a gas station or boarding a ferry. And keep in mind, some tunnels don't allow vehicles carrying propane at all, whether the valve is open or closed. Watch for posted signs and follow any local restrictions. If you need a refill, many campgrounds offer propane service or can direct you to the nearest station. You can also top off at most U-Haul locations or gas stations that handle propane. This is your generator, your power source when you're not connected to shore power. It gives you access to 120-volt electricity, so you can run major appliances like the microwave, air conditioner, or charge your devices while off-grid. There are two ways to start it, from the main control panel inside the RV or manually here at the unit. Behind the exterior cover, you'll find the start-stop switch, breaker switch, and the oil dipstick. A few things to keep in mind. The generator is tied to your fuel tank. It won't run if the fuel level drops below 1/4. That's a safety feature, designed to make sure you always have enough gas left to drive. If you're planning to use the generator for long periods, say running the AC on a hot day, it's a good idea to check the oil every 8 hours of use. Just remove the dipstick, wipe it clean, check the level, and top it off if needed. It uses the same oil as your engine, so there's no need to buy anything different. The slide-out adds about 3 extra feet of space to your interior once you're parked. Here's how to operate it safely. Before extending, step outside and check for any obstacles, trees, posts, or other RVs. Back inside, confirm the following. The engine is running, the parking brake is engaged, and the driver's seat is in the full upright position, not leaning into the slide. To extend the slide, let the engine run for about 10 seconds. Press and hold the extend button until the slide is fully out and stops on its own. Be sure no one is sitting on the couch or dinette during movement. To retract, confirm the seat is still upright and clear, press and hold the retract button until it's fully closed. And remember, slide operation can vary depending on the RV model. Always refer to the instruction sticker next to the slide switch for specific guidance. Let's take a quick look at the driver's controls. This RV has an automatic transmission. No clutch, no manual shifting, just 2 pedals, the accelerator and the brake, both operated with your right foot. To shift gears, turn on the engine and press the brake pedal firmly. Then pull the gear selector towards you and move it into R for reverse, N for neutral, and D for drive. You might also see settings like M, 2, or 1, but those aren't needed for standard driving. If you're heading through mountain roads or towing extra weight, press the tow haul button located on the side of your gear shifter. It helps manage your speed and reduces strain on your brakes, giving you more control on hills and descents. Setting the parking brake is an easy step, but it's an important one. Whether you're parked on a slope or just getting ready to use the slide out, it helps keep everything steady. To set it, press the small foot pedal to the left of the brake pedal until it stops. To release it, reach just above that pedal and pull the release lever tucked behind the panel. You'll feel it pop free. You'll need to access the engine from time to time, whether it's to check your fluids or during a vehicle inspection. The hood latch is located just below the dashboard on the driver's side. Your essential driving controls, headlights, turn signals, windshield wipers, and washer functions are all located on the column or dashboard, just like in most standard vehicles. Take a moment to look at the height sticker on the windshield. This tells you exactly how tall your RV is. Always check posted height limits at tunnels, bridges, or drive-thrus to make sure you'll clear them. Let's go over the important paperwork stored in your glove compartment. We recommend taking a moment to review what's inside before your trip. Knowing where everything is can save valuable time if you ever need it. Let's take a look at your charging options up front. You'll find USB ports and a standard 12-volt outlet in the cab area, perfect for keeping phones, tablets, or other small devices powered while you drive. Newer RV models may not have a cigarette lighter style outlet on the dash anymore, but don't worry, we've got you covered. Inside the glove box, you'll find a dedicated 12-volt outlet, great for plugging in a GPS or dash cam. Before you leave the lot, take a moment to adjust your mirrors. It's one of the easiest ways to stay safe on the road. The side mirrors can be moved by hand. And if you need a bigger adjustment, an Allen key lets you reposition the entire arm. Make sure everything's set before you roll out. Clear visibility makes all the difference once you're driving. Let's take a moment to walk through how to check your engine oil, a quick but important part of keeping your trip running smoothly. Start by opening the hood using the latch located below the driver's side dashboard, the same one we referenced earlier. Inside the engine compartment, locate the round yellow dipstick. This is for checking oil levels. You may also see a second rectangular dipstick nearby, which is for transmission fluid. You won't need to check that during your trip. For the most accurate reading, make sure the RV is parked on level ground, turn off the engine, and wait at least 5 minutes to let the oil settle. Then, pull out the dipstick, wipe it clean, reinsert it fully, remove it again, and check the level. It should fall between the minimum and maximum lines. If the oil is low, remove the cap and add the recommended synthetic oil, printed directly on the cap. Add slowly and avoid overfilling. If you do need to purchase oil during your trip, save the receipt. We'll reimburse you when you return the RV. While you're under the hood, it's a great time to check your coolant and windshield washer fluid levels. Start with the coolant. You'll see a translucent reservoir with a clear, full line marked on the side. The fluid should be at or near that line. If it's low, only top it off when the engine is completely cool. Once filled, tighten the cap securely. Next, locate the windshield washer fluid reservoir. It usually doesn't have a level indicator, so if you're unsure or getting low, go ahead and top it off. If something suddenly stops working, like a light or an outlet, the breaker and fuse box is your first stop for troubleshooting. In this model, you'll find it located directly below the stove. Just open the panel and inside you'll see 2 electrical systems. The larger toggle switches are your 120-volt breakers. They control things like the microwave, outlets, and AC. The smaller blade-style fuses handle the 12-volt system. That's your lights, fans, and other essentials. If a breaker trips, it'll be sitting in the middle, not fully on or off. Just flip it all the way off first, then back on to reset it. If a fuse blows, look for a small red LED light next to it. That makes it easy to find. Replacement fuses are available at most hardware or auto parts stores. Just save your receipt. We'll reimburse you when you return the RV. Just inside the entry door, you'll find the house battery switch. This powers most of the RV's interior systems, including the lights, fridge, and water pump, essentially anything running off the house battery. When you're setting up for the day or night, make sure this switch is turned on. It's what keeps your lights on, water flowing, and food cold. There's also a safety step to remember. Whenever you stop to refuel, whether it's gasoline or propane, turn the house battery switch off. It's a quick precaution that helps reduce any risk while fueling. And once you're finished at the pump, just switch it back on. It's an easy detail to miss, but even easier to correct. The panel near the entry door houses several key switches for both interior and exterior lighting, as well as the awning. At the top, you'll find 2 smaller switches, one for the main interior cabin lights, and one for the interior step lights. Below are 4 larger switches. The black switch on the far left controls the awning. For safety, the engine must be off before operating. Press extend to roll it out, and retract to bring it back in. Keep in mind, the awning is meant for sunshade use only. It's not built to handle strong wind, rain, or snow. Always retract the awning before leaving the RV unattended. On some layouts, the entry door sits close to the awning arm. Make sure the door is closed before moving the awning. It's best to have someone outside keeping watch while the awning extends or retracts. For the remaining switches, the second switch powers the awning light. The third operates a light under the entry step, and the red switch on the right controls the rear storage compartment light. Your RV's solar charger panel runs automatically. No buttons to press, no settings to manage. It provides a small trickle of power to your house batteries throughout the day. But keep in mind, it's not designed to be your main power source. Cloud cover, tree shade, and even the time of year can affect performance. When dry camping, your RV batteries power the lights, water pump, fridge, and more, so you'll need to keep them charged. Here's how to maintain battery life. Drive for at least 2 hours per day, or run the generator or engine for 1 hour twice a day, ideally morning and evening. Here's a tip. While the generator is running, it's a great time to use power-heavy appliances like the microwave or to charge your phone and laptop. And remember, many campgrounds have quiet hours where generators aren't allowed, so plan your charging accordingly. For longer off-grid stays, try to plug into shore power every few nights to fully recharge. It's the best way to ensure everything keeps running smoothly. You'll find heat vents like this one near the floor. They're where warm air flows out when the furnace is running. There are a couple more throughout the RV to help keep the space evenly heated. Just make sure these vents stay clear of bags, bedding, or gear so the warm air can circulate properly. The fire extinguisher is mounted right here near the entry door, easy to reach in case of emergency. We hope you never need it, but it's always good to know exactly where it is, just in case. This is your main control board. It manages key systems inside the RV. To check your tank levels, press the labeled buttons. Lights will show how full your fresh, gray, and black tanks are. If the black tank was just emptied but doesn't read empty, that's normal. Buildup on sensors can affect readings. If you're not connected to water, turn on the water pump to power your sinks, shower, and toilet. Need power off-grid? Press the generator button. It'll take a few seconds to start, then you're good to run appliances and charge devices. It's simple once you've used it a couple of times. Everything you need in one spot. On the kitchen counter, you'll find a pop-up charging bar. Press the red button on top to raise it. You can plug in small appliances or charge your devices here, but keep in mind, it only works when the RV is connected to shore power or the generator is running. When you're finished, press the red button again to gently retract it back into the counter. Let's go over how to use the stovetop and microwave in your RV kitchen. The stovetop runs on propane. To light it, turn the burner knob counterclockwise to the high flame symbol. Then turn the igniter knob clockwise until the burner sparks and lights. Once it's lit, you can adjust the flame to your desired level. If your RV has an oven, it also uses propane and starts with a pilot light. After turning the oven knob to ignite, wait a few moments for the flame. Once it lights, set the temperature just like you would at home. Now for the microwave. It only works when you have 120 volt power. That means you need to be connected to shore power or have the generator running. A quick way to tell. If the microwave display is lit up, you've got power. If using the generator, give it about 20 to 30 seconds after starting before the microwave will turn on. Just remember, the house batteries don't power the microwave or other 120 volt devices. For those, you'll always need a full power source. Let's take a look at your fridge and freezer, your built-in cooler for the road. For the best performance, set the temperature dial to the middle. That's the ideal setting for keeping things cool without overworking the system. Turning it to the maximum won't make it colder faster. In fact, it can do the opposite. When loading the fridge, don't overpack it. Leave space between items so air can circulate. Avoid lining the shelves with paper towels or mats. These can block airflow. And if you have warm or hot food, let it cool first before putting it inside. Try to limit how often you open the fridge door. Each time it opens, cold air escapes and it takes time to recover, especially in warm weather. With a few smart habits, your fridge will keep things fresh, cool, and ready whenever it's time to eat. Using the shower and toilet is simple. But there are a few key things to know to keep everything working smoothly. For the shower, it works when you're connected to city water or when the water pump is turned on. A small button on the shower head lets you pause the flow while you soap up, a helpful feature for conserving water while off-grid. For the toilet, only flush 1 or 2 ply toilet paper that's labeled safe for RV use. Avoid flushing anything else, including paper towels, wipes, feminine products, or food, to prevent clogs. Before use, press the foot pedal halfway to fill the bowl with a little water. After use, press it all the way down and hold for 15 seconds to ensure a complete flush. After emptying the black tank, always add one of the provided toilet chemical packs and follow it with a 15-second flush. This helps keep things clean and helps control odors. Simple habits like these go a long way in making sure everything stays fresh and functional on the road. This RV includes a tankless water heater, meaning you get hot water on demand without needing to wait for a full tank to warm up. The control panel is located inside the bathroom. Press the red power button to turn it on. The temperature is preset to a safe level, but you can adjust it using the controls if needed. After turning it on, open the hot water tap at the sink or shower. A spinning wheel will appear on the panel, followed by a small flame icon. That's your signal that the system is heating. The temperature display will begin to rise shortly after. Water heats quickly, so take care, especially the first time you turn it on. If your RV doesn't have a tankless system, hot water is still available. It just takes about 20 minutes for the standard water heater to warm up after being turned on. When you're finished, be sure to turn the system off so it's not heating water unnecessarily. Inside the bathroom, you'll find a GFI outlet. That's a ground fault interrupter. It's a built-in safety feature that helps prevent electrical issues near water. If certain outlets in the RV stop working, like the ones near the kitchen or living area, but your main appliances still have power, it's likely the GFI has tripped. To fix it, just push the reset button located between the plugs. Power should return right away. Your thermostat keeps the RV comfortable, whether you're trying to warm up or cool down. To get started, press the round dial twice. That'll wake up the screen. Then turn the dial to choose your mode and press again to confirm. Let's start with heat. Select heat to warm the RV using the propane furnace. Once it's on, the system will cycle automatically, turning on when it gets cold and shutting off once your set temperature is reached. And after turning off the heat, don't worry if the fan keeps blowing for a bit. That's totally normal. Now for cooling. Choose Cool to run the air conditioner. Just remember, the AC only works when you're plugged into shore power or running the generator. It won't run off the battery. The system is designed to cool things down about 15 to 20 degrees below the outside temperature. So if it's a really hot day, it might not feel freezing, but it'll definitely be cooler inside. And if the AC's been on a long time and stops blowing cold, it may have frozen up. Just turn it off for a bit, let it defrost, and try again later. One important tip: avoid the heat and cool setting. It's not supported and can cause the system to act up. Once you've used the thermostat a couple of times, it's easy. A few quick clicks and you're all set for the perfect temperature on the road. In the bedroom area, you'll find small reading lights with built-in buttons. Just press the center of the light to turn them on or off. They're perfect for late-night reading without disturbing anyone else. There's also a main light switch nearby, usually on the wall or just behind the bed, that controls the overhead lighting for the whole space. And in the corner near the bed, you'll find your charging options: a USB port for phones or tablets, a 12-volt socket, and a standard 120-volt outlet, which works when the RV is plugged into shore power or the generator is running. Seatbelts are available throughout the RV. You'll find them around the dinette seating and on the couch. Just like in a regular vehicle, everyone should be buckled in anytime the RV is moving. To use the seatbelt, pull it across your body and click it into the buckle. When you're parked, press the release button to unbuckle. For guests traveling with a child seat, there's a secure anchor point located behind the forward-facing dinette bench. Be sure to connect the tether strap properly and double check that it's installed according to the car seat manufacturer's instructions. The cab over bed sits right above the cab, giving you an extra sleeping space that's both smart and comfortable. To set it up, pull the front cushion forward into the open space. That's it, the bed's ready for use. The ladder is stored in the bedroom wardrobe. Extend it fully, then clip it into the 2 buckles located on the front edge of the bed cushion. That'll keep it steady while climbing up and down. You'll see a luggage net along the front edge of the bed. Just a quick note, it's there to help keep items like bags or bedding from sliding off. It's not designed to support weight or be used as a child safety net. There are also 2 seatbelt style buckles in the ceiling. These are simply for securing the net and not intended for sleeping use. For privacy, use the front curtain. It wraps around the windshield and side windows, attaching with black Velcro dots to block light and give you some extra comfort at night. And for airflow, turn the knob on the roof vent to open or close it. Just below the dinette area, you'll find the LPG and carbon monoxide alarm. It's designed to alert you to gas leaks or unsafe air quality inside the RV. It's a very sensitive sensor and can sometimes be triggered by everyday products like cleaning sprays, disinfectants, nail polish, perfumes, or even excess dust. If it does go off briefly during use, simply ventilate the area and avoid using those products near the alarm. Now, if you ever smell LPG, which has a strong, rotten egg odor, here's what to do immediately. Check that all stove and oven knobs are fully turned off. Turn off the house battery switch to cut power to the RV's systems. Open the windows, roof vents, and entry door to let in fresh air. Step outside and close the propane tank valve to stop the gas flow. Once the RV is fully ventilated and the smell has cleared, and you've confirmed the source is off, you can carefully reset the system. But if you're ever unsure, don't take chances. Contact on-road care or emergency services right away. The dinette and couch in your RV both convert into beds, giving you extra sleeping space when you need it. Let's start with the dinette. Release the latch underneath the tabletop, usually located near the center post. Once the latch is released, push the table straight down from the middle until it rests on the ledges between the 2 benches. Now, take the cushions you removed and lay them flat across the tabletop and benches to form your mattress. You can use a combination of the seat cushions and backrests to fill the space and create a level sleeping surface. Next, the couch. Stand in front of it and squeeze the release handles on both sides. Tilt the backrest forward, the base will slide out and fold flat in one motion. That's it! The couch becomes a bed in just a few seconds. You'll find the smoke alarm mounted on the ceiling. Just like at home, it's there for your safety. During cooking, especially when things get steamy or smoky, the alarm might go off even if there's no fire. To help prevent that, always open a window or roof vent and turn on the roof fan while you're cooking. Keeping air moving through the RV helps clear out smoke or steam before it builds up and keeps the alarm quiet while you make your meals. The RV is equipped with a flat-screen TV, a little home comfort while you're on the road. Power it on using the remote or the side button. If you're in a new location, you'll want to rescan for channels. Open the TV's menu, select Channel Search or Auto Scan, and let it pick up whatever's available nearby. As with most TVs, you'll find HDMI and USB ports, perfect for connecting a media stick, flash drive, or other devices for streaming or watching saved content. And just above the entry door, you'll find a USB charging outlet, a handy spot to keep your phone or tablet powered up and within reach. To use the window blinds, pull them down gently to close. When you're ready to open them, just push up from the bottom. They're great for keeping the RV cool during the day and cozy at night. You can stop them at any height for just the right amount of light or privacy. And that's a wrap on your walkthrough. Your journey is just beginning. Your key tag has your vehicle number and the on-road care contact info in case you need help. And don't forget, The QR code gives you access to this video, downloadable for offline use, and the full guest guide PDF, which includes an extensive troubleshooting section. From all of us at Road Bear, thank you for choosing us. We wish you a safe and memorable adventure.